business end of the World Cup is upon us. There are 16 teams left and ready to battle it out in the round of 16. But, from what we have seen so far, which teams have impressed and which teams have faltered? Here, we rate the nations that made it out of the group stages on the basis of their respective campaigns. Agree, or disagree? Share your thoughts with us via Twitter and Facebook. 16. Argentina. Say what you want about La Albiceleste, they are still alive and in with a chance of reaching the quarterfinals. It looks unlikely that their World Cup journey will stretch beyond the second round, and if that is the case, justice has well and truly been done. Jorge Sampaoli's men have been all at sea in virtually every department, and can consider themselves fortunate to be in the reckoning. Lionel Messi, his goal against Nigeria's side, has struggled to make an impact, at least on the pitch. In the technical area, he has, with this Argentinian side getting the sympathy vote based on the Barcelona icon's popularity. Lionel Messi came alive with a goal against Nigeria. 15. Japan. Group H was an open affair and the Samurai Blue did little to convince they will progress much further, especially after Thursday's sluggish 1-0 defeat to a beleaguered Poland. The onus on their golden boy from a golden generation, Keisuke Honda, at the age of 32 has been evident while they have lacked quality. The expectations for Japan were low going into the tournament, so a second from bottom ranking shouldn't be all that surprising. Japan celebrate going through to the knockouts. 14. Switzerland. The Swiss have a never-say-die attitude and are a team built on togetherness. Flashes of brilliance from the left boot of Xherdan Shaqiri will be essential moving forward, but the European outfit can be happy with their lot. It may appear that putting them at 14th is harsh, but they are limited as a team. Granit Xhaka is also important in the midfield. 13. Denmark would have expected to finish second in their Group C pool and were far too reliant on Christian Eriksen's supply line and use of Poulsen's goal return. Hardworking, well-organized but lacking that cutting edge to step it up when it matters and prone to a defensive lapse, a last 16 matchup against Croatia will prove too much. A cut above the rest, Christian Eriksen. 12. Colombia. They edged their way into the knockout stages at the expense of Senegal, in a final game where they were largely second best despite winning 1-0. James Rodriguez's fitness going forward is huge, and with England to come, their reliance on his individual talent as well as Yerry Mina's input from centre-back, he has scored 2 goals, will prove too much. A side that is pleasing enough to watch, as we saw during their dismantling of Poland, but perhaps more was expected. Yerry Mina has been a towering presence. 11. Mexico dreams of securing a first-place group finish, and 3 wins on the bounce were ruthlessly distinguished by Sweden, but that should not detract from the bright points we have seen from this side, Irving Lozano's winner against Germany being the most memorable. Their displays warrant a lower mid-table berth here. A man destined for big things, Irving Lozano. 10. Sweden. The Scandinavian outfit haven't missed Zlatan Ibrahimovic one bit and have been the embodiment of a feel-good story at this World Cup. There are no thrills or spills about Jana Andersson's defensive system and the way Sweden soak up the opposition's possession and look to steal a goal, but it is a formula that is working. In their opening match, Sweden found a way past South Korea with spirit and resolve, and did not deserve to lose in the dying embers to Germany. They did bounce back though and blow away Mexico. There is a sense that this team is all together and singing from the same hymn sheet, which certainly bodes well for the knockouts. Sweden fans are delighted with their team. 9. Portugal. The reliance on the impressive Cristiano Ronaldo has been stark, as has been Ricardo Quaresma's arrow-like precision with his right boot. As the footballing world saw during their Euro 2016 win, Portugal have a habit of upsetting the rest on just not going away. However, the group stages were a struggle, and once Ronaldo's frustration boiled over, the Iran match could have gone either way. Portugal's effective counterattack system and focus on allowing their opponents have possession as though ready-made for knockout competition. 4 goals to his name so far, Cristiano Ronaldo. 8. France. Didier Deschamps has been the tinkerman throughout the tournament and still doesn't seem to know what his best system is, nor which personnel to fill his favored 4-2-3-1. However, Les Bleus' progress has been solid if not spectacular, and they seem to be finding their range at a crucial juncture. Antoine Griezmann's deployment to a deep-lying forward role between Olivier Giroud has given them much-needed punch at the top of the pitch, while Paul Pogba has been good so far, and should produce more. The signs are positive, but there is still plenty of work to do. All smiles, midfield star Paul Pogba has been good but not great, yet. 7. Russia. The pressure of being host nation is not an easy burden. Yes, Group A proved to be very favorable for Russia, but they showed a greater attacking threat than many thought they would see. Alexander Golovin and Denis Cheryshev will need to fire on all cylinders if they are to progress against Spain, but they are in a position now whereby going any further in this competition can be viewed simply as a bonus. The 3-0 thrashing at the hands of Uruguay should be viewed as more of an isolated incident given they were under strength, but there is no doubt they are vulnerable at the back with 38-year-old Sergei Ignashevich. The hosts haven't cracked under pressure. 6. Spain. La Roja struggled to find their fluent best throughout Group B, but will be relieved to be well and truly alive in this World Cup given the chaos that overshadowed their build-up to the tournament. Fernando Hierro has steadied the ship but challenged his players to improve ahead of the knockout stages. Isco has been a standout with his obvious quality, while the Spaniards have always looked in the game when Diego Costa is on the pitch, making up somewhat for David de Gea's shakiness in goal. Isco has been Spain's best player in Russia 5. England. Few teams come under such spotlight and criticism as the Three Lions do at major tournaments. It was, therefore, a luxury for England fans and pundits alike to be discussing whether or not they wanted to beat Belgium and win Group G. Losing at the Kaliningrad Stadium, and as a result claiming second spot, has certainly given them a more favorable route through the tournament. Victories over Tunisia and Panama did not provide the most acid of tests, but Gareth Southgate's men have looked strong, buoyed by Harry Kane's profligacy, efficient set-piece play and pace in abundance in attack, something that has not been seen in recent years. Optimism springs eternal for the Three Lions, for Uruguay, a team you would want on your side to go into battle with. The South American Giants are a tough nut to crack and sauntered through a relatively straightforward group with 3 wins from 3. They were far from fluent in 1-0 victories over Egypt and Saudi Arabia, and it was easy enough, brushing aside Russia, write Luis Suarez off at your peril. The Barcelona star can still produce the goods, and with the likes of Diego Godin, one of the world's best defenders, and young upstart Rodrigo Bentancur, Uruguay have shown a clinical brand of football. Critics have been quick to attack 31-year-old Suarez. 3. Belgium. On paper, Group G played 2 lesser lights in Tunisia and Panama, and so it proved. But the Red Devils got their business done with little fuss, winning all 3 pool matches, including a win over England with a much-changed lineup implemented by Roberto Martinez. Topping their quartet, on paper at least, has given them a harder passage moving forward, a plotline that has been well documented. Eden Hazard's fitness moving forward will be crucial, but he seems to have shrugged off a knock going into the Japan game. Belgium will be very content with their position at this stage. Good job, Roberto Martinez is a man on a mission. 2. Brazil. The most decorated team in World Cup history got off to a sluggish start, drawing to Switzerland, but have since shown powers of strength and resolve. Brazil left it late to overcome Costa Rica 2-0 and then eased to victory over Serbia. Topping Group E was seen as a foregone conclusion beforehand, and they made sure they did. There is a feeling that, among the powerhouse nations, Tite's team are already dining out at the top table and are locked in for the courses to come. Philippe Coutinho's star form so far, the Barcelona schemer has bagged 2 goals and an assist, is an ominous sign for the rest of the tournament. Neymar has been overshadowed by Coutinho. 1. Croatia. The Blazers would have been a pre-tournament pick of dark horses, for many. However, they have gone about their business with plenty of substance and not shied away in the shadows. Pitted in Group D, which later became known as the Group of Death, with Argentina, Nigeria and Iceland making up the quarter, Zlatko Dalićman won all 3 matches comfortably and conceded just 1 goal. Talismanic skipper Luka Modric in Barcelona and Forcer Ivan Rakitic have been 2 stars in a side that can now rightfully be billed among the favorites. Luka Modric has been arguably the player of the tournament thus far.